Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining. So, just stay with us for some time. Our host is facing some, our speaker, sorry, is facing some technical issue. So, just give us 2 to 3 minutes. By that time, he will be here. So, just hold on, please. So please bear us with us for for another 2 minutes. Our host is facing some internet issue, so he will join soon. So just allow me 2 more minutes. Just hold on, please. So by the time our speaker join, will you please type from where you are joining today in the chat box? By the time, if you can type your location, like from which state you are joining today. Yes, so finally our speaker is here. So, hi Akshay, good evening.
Hi.
Thank you, Akshay, for accepting our invitation for today's session.
First of all, my extreme apology. I got 5 minutes late because there was some network error and was not able to join.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I think in the technology era, we actually face such kind of issues. So
Yeah.
by that time, people are typing, and today we have a great audience from Delhi, Mumbai, Gujarat, Dehradun, Noida, everywhere. I think from each part of India. So I will not take too much time. Let's directly start our session. Once again, Akshay, thank you for accepting
That's
our.
my pleasure. Totally, totally. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Please go
So,
ahead.
I can't tell you everyone about you because let me tell everyone that in the past, me and Akshay were working with one of the CSR foundation, and I was amazed to see that what qualification actually Akshay carries. And I never met that kind of people in my career. So very few people are there. So I will not take I will not take that advantage to introduce yourself. So I'll start with the question that will you please take us through your career journey in the sector, and along with that, if you can answer that why you choose the CSR.
Yeah. First of all, I'm humbled, Maninder. As we have already worked in past, and that was a great experience, certainly. And the kind of dedication you have, the selflessness, with the platform you have created. So it is certainly my pleasure that I have got an opportunity to speak with everyone. So hi everyone, I'm and I'm a social anthropologist by technical education. Like I have been a research doctorate in past, and so through and through, like from my BSc, MSc, and later on PhD, like I have been a social anthropologist, and I started my career for it's almost more than a decade now. I would say like around 12 years, and I started my journey from sector of consumer insights, and then since after that I had been working with EY. So EY, I'm a social development expert in CSR. After that, I even got an opportunity to work with one of the key CSR foundation, like with Bharti Foundation, and I was a compliance lead over there. And now again, like I've got an opportunity to reassociate with EY, and currently I'm leading one of key CSR project for government organizations. So having some confidentiality clause, I would not be able to share the details. But yeah, this is one of the key program of Government of India, which we call Adopt a Heritage, bringing a new dimension of CSR into the heritage management. So yeah, this is about me, and please feel free to ask whatever questions you have in my mind. I will be more than happy to share my experience with our audience today. So yeah, Maninder, please take on.
Thank you, Akshay, for in very short. I think you have tell so many things. We will see these things in our session also. So, Akshay, you are in this sector more than a decade now. So, if I ask you that, and it's a basic question, many people came in my inbox also in LinkedIn, and they ask always that what are the skill that they need to acquire so that they can enter either in CSR or they can grow. So according to you, I want to know that what are the key skill companies seeks in candidate building a career in CSR, or is there any, if you can highlight any specific technical or soft skill that stand out people that they can pursue their career or they can grow in the CSR.
Uh, yeah, I would say that yes, it is one of the questions which even I encountered very often. So CSR, and especially like I would say that any social sector domain, like if you want to work in at current, so having a social research aptitude definitely helps, because I feel that if you want to work in social sector, then understanding social research and social development, social dynamics is very important. So I would say that definitely I had this advantage of coming from the social anthropology background, but in current scenario, like many of my colleagues in present, even in general, I'm seeing that everybody like who just have an aptitude of social welfare in general, that who want to work for society in general, and who understand the research, I would say that basics, and can take it forward. So, but yeah, like if I just come directly to the CSR skill specific, so then I would say that key understanding of social research, a broader general aptitude for, I would say that community welfare. Like these days, you have so many of research workshops, understanding of the domain you will, CSR regulations, and that would, I would say that that always helps any individual to start their journey. And later on, once you build your experience, the more you get onto the field and the more you understand the social dynamics, so that helps you go forward. And as far as the soft skill which you asked me, soft skill concerned, so I would say that one thing which has definitely helped me most in my so far journey is the rapport establishment. How well and how easily you connect with individuals you work with, whether it's your official domain, or it's at the ground level while conducting the social research or the primary research, that always helps. Because until unless you do not know the skill or the art of interacting with people and understanding their pain and their miseries, you can never work to improve it. So yeah, that is something I would definitely like to emphasize on. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Akshay. And I think you very well said that it's more about building your communities. Also, it's not about that as an individual you have to
Yeah.
be there in this sector, because it's more like we are interacting with the humans, and we need to build a
Have that
strong
empathy in
community
us. Yeah.
within this
Mhm.
field. So
Yeah.
there is another very common question, Akshay, which I encountered many times, that there are many people who are from the NGO sector, and
Mhm.
they want to transit in this sector. As you also mentioned that you also started from consumer
Okay.
consumer domain, and now then you shifted to the CSR. So according to you, that what steps, if anybody from an non background from CSR
Mhm.
can take, what will be those steps according to you if they want to start their career in CSR?
I would say that if you get an opportunity to work in a social sector, basically primarily in an NGO for a while, it is very important because so it's all about the perspective and the holisticity. So once you start with NGO, you understand their perspective, that what are their challenges when they work on ground, and then bringing that knowledge, having that understanding, and then getting an opportunity to work, suppose in any sort of you can say the consultancy firm, tier 1 tier 2 consultancy firm, or if you got an opportunity to work with multilateral organizations, social development sectors, then that initial understanding always helps. Because when you're creating a program and a development, whether it's a monitoring and evaluation, impact assessment, or any strategy in general, so until and unless you do not know what are the roadblocks, what are the challenges, and what remains a basic approach towards a program, then you would not be able to manage it. So I would personally speak that whether it's at a college level or at the initial level, so people should always associate, at least for a small while, with the small NGOs, with a ground level organization, because they give you will also know that you have also worked. So that perspectives, and I would say that humility and empathy which you generate while working on ground and understanding people challenges, that remains very helpful later on in a broader perspective.
Very well said, Akshay. And so my next question is also related to this only, that when a candidate from a social sector background, many of them struggle to survive when if they get chance to enter in the CSR, because the work environment and the ask of the CSR is very different from social sector, because when people see these things from far, they always think that it's a kind of charity work. They don't need to actually work there, and most of them
Yeah.
struggle to adjust in this sector.
Bit of
So,
good
according to you,
appreciation.
what is the key difference between an CSR and a non-profit, and how are the role and expectations are vary
Yeah.
in the CSR?
Yeah. Actually, that's a very critical question. So I would say that, first of all, people need to be realistic in terms of what they expect from their career. So definitely, like if you come from a good educational background, if you have good understanding, it's not difficult to climb up the ladder, corporate ladder. It happens. I have been fortunate enough that I got opportunities. You have been a part of this journey, but always remember that key, because CSR is not a standard course that you will just complete and you get in the domain. So like there are institutes these days, which provide you that sort of an opportunity that you come with a development management kind of a degree and you get into it. But still, it's very important that you understand the basics at the beginning. That can be through the technical. Once you completed a technical qualification, then getting on the field, getting your understanding, and then choosing your battles. So if you're really inclined to work at a ground level, then NGO sector is your domain. But if in case you just want to, you feel that you can contribute more towards the strategy level, more towards the program management and holistic level, then definitely corporates are there. But again, their expectation remains different. How the expectation remains different when you're working with a corporate or a corporate foundation or a consultancy firm, you're working with a business entity. So their expectation will be the same. The welfare is definitely one of the key priorities, but you have to understand that they have the budgets, they have the expectation, and if not the profit in general, if not the profit in the monetary terms, but they are looking forward for something, that their brand visibility, their brand, that overall social public image, and they are very much so. You would agree to it that in the past we have worked in CSR foundations, so the kind of expectation they have from the employees is same as they expect from any business or marketing individual. And that's a reality of the field. So people should not say that okay, if a social sector is there, so it will be casual, you will just go and you will have a discussion and all. So there are annual goals, there are targets, there are obviously those targets are not sales target, but the targets are budget utilization. And let me tell you, the utilization of budget is much more critical than getting that budget from the board. So I would say that that's a basic difference. Like once you're in the NGO side, so there you work directly for the you can say that social welfare goals. But when you're on the corporate side, then you work for social welfare, but in a targeted manner, in a timeline manner, and in a cost-effective manner.
And let me summarize also, like it's not an one kind of key skill
Yeah,
actually you needed.
there is no one key
It's a
to the.
multi-skill kind of business where you have to perform at as in finance guys, also as in human resource, also as in stakeholder management. So it's a kind. So my next question is not for the audience who want to work in the CSR sector. It's more about the organization related, that as I have seen, there are some messages also that someone is wanted fund for their organization. So how can a CSR professional measure and communicate the impact to the of their initiative to stakeholder, even ensuring transparency and accountability also, because it is one of the lacking point, in the social sector NGOs are working on ground but they are unable to see. So as in CSR professional, how can anyone communicate?
So for that I would say that, see, one of the very most I would say that most critical aspect, but also the most utilitarian aspect in today's time, is the social media. How you build your brand, how you project yourself, and what kind of a portfolio you bring on table, that makes a lot of a difference. I would say that when I started my career way back in 2013 or 14, that time even the social media was not even very popular, but I got my first opportunity through LinkedIn. And in fact later on always, so LinkedIn has been one of the most crucial the platform. Other than that, it is not just important to do good work, it is also equally important to project that good work being done. Because these days it's not that somebody will just ask you for your resume, or will ask you what all you can do before you speak about yourself. There is already so the digital footprints of your presence there, so anybody would like to access. And if not, then they would like to just understand that that what all so if in what if in case we are just going to have an interaction with someone, like it has become a normal tendency that first of all we access the profile, the kind of work they have done, the kind of associations they have been in past. So to all the audience, to all the budding aspirants which we have, like who want to start their career in CSR, I would say that please associate with initiatives, even if in case you can as a volunteer to begin with. Once you are into a sector, then of course, like doing the good work, I understand that there are certain restrictions and reservations that you cannot totally bring everything what you are doing on table. But still, be very selective and critical to discuss the kind of work you are doing. because having the brand visibility, you yourself, you're a brand. Like, I am a brand for myself, you're a brand for yourself, and every individual is a brand. We are a brand for ourselves. So it is also important that what kind of a skills you carry, but what kind of a skills you're able to demonstrate to the larger audience we meet on social media. And otherwise, the small example I just did a few days back, like we were just screening few profiles. So there's this new concept of a video profile. So like if we look forward to the future, like what kind of work you have done in on paper, more than that. So there was a small snapshot of 3 minutes video, and the individual just mentioned everything. So you do not even need to conduct an interview. You always have a perspective. So same way, like being innovative in your approach in terms of understanding that what all you can bring on table, and being rational to add value through innovative ways, through social media, through research papers, through articles, through attending seminars, being volunteer to organizations. Or I would say that one thing which I have always been promoting so much, be ready to work as a pro bono consultant. Demonstrate your value, add value, and then you will be in a position to negotiate, to ask for a payable job. So there is no harm. When we start our career, we need to be grounded, we need to be approachable, and we need to be good, marketable. I would say that's a package, because that's how everyone starts. Otherwise, people generally have this complaint, experience मांगते हैं, लेकिन experience तो अभी कैसे होगा? Experience ऐसे ही आता है जब आप जो कर सकते हो उसको demonstrate करते हो और उसको करने के लिए open होते हो. So being a pro bono consultant and available for people or for organization is one of the actual very good factor. Like I always enjoyed to do initially, and I would appreciate if people, or I would recommend that people to have that sort of a skill to begin with. Yeah.
Very well said, Akshay. Even I used to say people that LinkedIn is not just about scrolling for the job. It's more about making yourself as a brand so that people will know more about you. And you very well said that even these days in technology era, now the video kind of resumes are more in demand. So because HR want to save their time also. So very well
Yeah.
said. I think it's a very good thing for everyone who want to know, who want to start their career in CSR. They need to make themselves as a brand on LinkedIn. Also, they need to share their thinking, their learning, what they want to know, how they are struggling, how they are impacting communities. So my next question, Akshay, is more about now CSR almost completed 10 year. It's more than a decade. Now we are more structured, and now all the policies are and everything is well structured. But there is a new thing which is buzzing everywhere, and that is called ESG. So how you see CSR evolving over the next 5 to 10 years, where most of the corporate are now like running behind the ESG?
I would say, Maninder, anybody who's looking forward, because for any individual or any organization, having a 5-year plan, that how do they look forward to grow as an individual, as a professional in next course of 5 years, ESG is the word. So even I myself have been working on it in terms of just adding skills towards it. And otherwise also, because what is happening with the latest recommendations of the government, which we have. So compliance to the ESG framework to the larger industries, and secondly, just having the CSR mandate, the recent recommendation which has just come last month, that Ministry of Corporate Affairs has recommended the government to increase the project length for CSR projects. So far, the length of the project, somebody saying for हिंदी में, हाँ, मैं आपको ये बताना चाहूंगा कि अभी अगर किसी को भी करियर में आगे बढ़ना है और आप या तो CSR प्रोफेशनल हैं या फिर बनना चाहते हैं, सो ESG स्किल्स को इनकॉर्पोरेट करना वो एक आई वुड से कि काफी बेहतरीन रहेगा आपके करियर में ग्रो करने के लिए. दूसरी चीज ये कि जब आपके पास में ESG फ्रेमवर्क या फिर ESG रिपोर्टिंग का स्किल होता है, तो जो आपका एम्प्लॉयमेंट डोमेन होता है वो काफी बढ़ जाता है, क्योंकि CSR के साथ में ही ESG चलता है, और वही इंडिविजुअल जो CSR में काम कर रहे होते हैं, दे आर ऑल्सो इक्वली इक्विप्ड. तो एक तो उससे दो एडवांटेज है कि दैट यू आपके पास आप ज्यादा एम्प्लॉयमेंट वाली एजेंसीज, क्योंकि उसमें जितने भी प्रोडक्शन हाउसेज हैं या फिर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लांट्स हैं जिनकी इक्वल रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स, चाहे वो CSR हो चाहे ESG हो, with their becoming a compliance mandate for organization, जितनी आपकी एम्प्लॉयमेंट की अपॉर्चुनिटीज बढ़ी हैं, उतनी ही एम्प्लॉयर की आपसे एक्सपेक्टेशन भी बढ़ी है इन टर्म्स ऑफ योर स्किल सेट, in terms of how well able equipped you are to deliver. So if I am an employer, I'm hiring an individual, definitely somebody who is just adding to the social research and CSR program management, and somebody who is also able to management ESR reporting, somebody जिसको रिपोर्टिंग की समझ हो, जिसको ESR फ्रेमवर्क के बारे में पता हो, जो समझता हो कि ESR की रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, तो डेफिनेटली प्रायोरिटी उसी इंसान के लिए जाएगी. और तो इसलिए इट्स जस्ट आई वुड से दैट कि टिप बेस्ड ऑन माय एक्सपीरियंस दैट आजकल काफी सारे शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्सेज हैं जो कि काफी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कराते हैं. इसमें मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट अफेयर्स भी है, इंडियन स्कूल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट मैनेजमेंट भी है. आप नेट पे सर्च करेंगे आपको मिल जाएंगे, इवन लिंक्डइन पे भी मिल जाएंगे. देयर आर शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्सेज विच हेल्प यू बिल्ड योर ESG एक्सपर्टीज, which helps you build your CSR management skills. So if, and they are not very cost, I know that at this level even cost is very important when you're looking for a job. हर एक पैसे की कीमत होती है, तो मैं उस पर्सपेक्टिव को भी कंसिडर करता हूँ. तो ये कोर्सेज कोई बहुत ज्यादा महंगे नहीं होते हैं. आपको 10 या 12 हजार रुपए में 3 महीने का कोर्स, या 25 हजार में जो भी है, वो लाइक फाइनेंस प्लानिंग भी एक इक्वल पार्ट है. सो वो कोर्सेज को करिए एंड देन start writing, start sharing your experiences. You go to LinkedIn and just say so. अगर आप ये एक डायमेंशन, सपोज आप डायमेंशन ला सकते हैं कि आपको ESG की अंडरस्टैंडिंग है और जो करंट रिक्वायरमेंट है, आप उसके बारे में एक आर्टिकल लिख के LinkedIn पे पोस्ट करते हैं, तो definitely it will add value to it. And ESG is a buzzword next 5 years of the career for all CSR professionals. Having a ESG expertise or a skill set on ESG would definitely help you grow in your career.
Thank you, Akshay, for highlighting this. So, and even my next question you already answered. If you want to add more into this, that what are the pathways are available for the career enhancement in CSR? As you mentioned, that there are many courses are available. Some of them are paid, some of them are even free of cost. Also, there are some CSR organizations. Anything like any strategy which you want to refer from your own experience that this strategy will work in this sector?
Again, like I would like to add, Maninder, वही बात की, आपके जो एक्सपीरियंसेस आपने गेन किए हैं वो इंपॉर्टेंट तो जरूरी होता है कि आपने कहाँ कहाँ काम किया, लेकिन उसके साथ में अपने एक्सपीरियंस को एक सही तरीके से एक स्ट्रेटेजाइज मैनर में दुनिया के सामने शेयर कर पाना, दैट इज ऑल्सो इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट. Somebody may be very good in monitoring framework and has a very good understanding, but suppose like if in case they do not get an opportunity to project that how well they can use it, then there is no point of having that skill set. So again, like I will come to it that चाहे आप कैसा भी लिख रहे हैं, चाहे आप हिंदी में लिख रहे हैं, चाहे आप इंग्लिश में लिख रहे हैं, या किसी भी उसमें लिख रहे हैं, एक तो सबसे पहली बात है उसको लिखिए. शेयर योर एक्सपीरियंसेस थ्रू जर्नलिंग, network with people through such platforms. Like again, like I would say that Maninder, it's such a good opportunity for everybody who is looking forward to a career opportunity to connect, network, connect with people, share your experiences, and then attend any small events or paid events or any event. Because first of all, it will help you build a perspective. It will help you expand your horizon. कभी कभी हमें लगता है कि मुझे को सब कुछ पता है या मेरी नॉलेज सर्वश्रेष्ठ है. ऐसा नहीं होता है. जब आप लोगों से मिलते हैं, जब आप दो दूसरे लोगों का एक ओपिनियन सुनते हैं, तो दैट हेल्प्स यू बिल्ड योर ओन personality in total, and it also helps you broaden your overall perspective. So these are few things, and definitely, as I said, that just keep on doing small brushing up courses, certificate courses or workshops or something, which keeps you updated with the recent ongoing requirement of the market. एंड इफ इन केस दैट आई वुड से दैट कि थोड़ा सा ज्यादा हो जाएगा, लेकिन फिर भी कि आप जिस सेक्टर में हैं उसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग होना इन टर्म्स ऑफ कि ग्लोबली क्या हो रहा है और नेशनली क्या हो रहा है. सो व्हेन वी से ग्लोबली क्या हो रहा है, तो उसमें ग्लोबल केस स्टडीज का आजकल तो इतना इजी एक्सेस है कि आप ये ग्लोबल जो बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस हैं उनके बारे में अंडरस्टैंडिंग होना, और नेशनल स्पेयर में गवर्नमेंट क्या पॉलिसीज बना रही है, उनके 5 ईयर प्लान में क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है आपके सेक्टर की, CSR सेक्टर की, डेवलपमेंट सेक्टर की, और आप उन पॉलिसीज में कैसे कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं. तो अगर आपको ग्लोबल अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो गई, आपको नेशनल प्रायोरिटीज की अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो गई, नाउ थिंक एंड वर्क टुवर्ड्स हाउ यू कैन कंट्रीब्यूट. once you have identified how you can contribute, you can very well easily write about it and share with people, attend conferences related to it. So I feel that it may not be total foolproof, but remains a structured approach of building a career, or at least that once you do not have a job.
Yeah, very well said, Akshay. Even if you are in this sector and if you want to sustain, you have to upgrade yourself. As we like before COVID, like there are many people who resist to adopt technology, and now everything is technology based. And those who still resist to adopt technology, they are far behind the younger generation who know, who are very tech friendly, and now they are like we they are in a positive situation that they can grow faster than the older generation who are in this sector. So my next question is that what will be like your key advice if someone want to create some impact through CSR initiative, particularly when there are very limited resource or support is available?
Uh, I would say, Maninder, and I know that you would also agree to it. सबसे पहले having a good intent and a right intent is most important for any work. आपकी मंशा क्या है और आप उस काम से करना क्या चाहते हैं? जब तक इनके बीच में डायकोटमी होगी या द्वंद्व होगा, तब तक आप एक अच्छा काम नहीं कर सकते. Working for a social organization or social welfare is important. And if you really want to work, as I initially itself has said, you can start working as a volunteer. There are so many organizations these days. जैसे कि आज की यूथ को बहुत ट्रैवल का भी बहुत शौक होता है, तो आप अपने इंटरेस्ट को और अपने पैशन को मिला सकते हो बहुत इजीली. इवन आई डिड, लाइक आई वाज इन, I taken a break for a few months in between, and I did it. You know that getting into the social sector through travel was such a good opportunity. Well, it gave a very good perspective on understanding the vast Indian, I would say that terrain, and otherwise also that they're working on with a small down grassroots organization, because there you get a kind of a satisfaction key, because after a while, if you're there in social sector, you want to contribute to the social welfare. And you, if you contribute to the social welfare in a manner that you're not getting a satisfaction, there is no point. वो नहीं होता. तो जब आप अपनी knowledge, अपनी skills को ऐसे लोगों के साथ में अप्लाई करते हो या ऐसे ग्रासरूट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के साथ में अप्लाई करो जिनको उसकी जरूरत है और वो उसका फायदा उठाते हैं, ट्रस्ट मी, that is the I would say that is the best of experiences. That's one. Secondly, I would say that as I on there are 2-3 steps which I would like to share. So these days there are, if you're looking for a job in a CSR sector, there are few portfolios. First of all, job shop next to हमारा है ही. Then there are few other portfolios जहाँ पे आप एक listing आती रहती है jobs के लिए. Please go through those portfolios, connect with those people. Other than that also, if you allow me to take names of the CSR box and Joe box, the DevNet. So just make a list of portfolios and the platforms which are related to the CSR development sector. You will be surprised to know the kind of articles they publish, the kind of opportunities they publish, and the kind of platforms they provide you to connect with the CSR sector is great. And I'm sure so once you have these portfolios, then attend these workshops. Try to write. I know that few people are they are not very comfortable in expressing themselves on videos or something. And why not to utilize the Instagram for your own brandability? आप अपने काम के बारे में वहां भी बात कर सकते हैं. Instagram is not just about few things. There are so many pages like where people are sharing their work through small videos. So having that media presence in terms of videos, if in case you're comfortable into it, sharing your experiences through small blogs, small articles, even on LinkedIn or wherever you feel appropriate, attending paid or unpaid workshops, even in virtual or in general, and and yeah, of course, like I would say that if in case you want to work in whatever sector, so suppose like if I am there, if I want to work with the X organization, what I would do is I will start preparing for it. I will have the kind of a reports that organization is producing. I will be making a list of sectors that organization is working, and I would try to understand the work it has done. So this will give me an understanding the kind of skill set they are looking from their employees, the kind of work they have been doing, and I will start building my knowledge through that, so that whenever I get an opportunity to interact or to get interviewed by them, I will be on same pitch. I will be aligned with that individual, that interviewer's expectation. So these are few tips, and other than that, India, like these are not a short example. Every individual has an innovative way of adding value to it. Try and think about it, what you can do, how you can do, and what value you can add to this profession, and I'm sure it would not be challenging.
Well said, Akshay. Even like people need to work actually on their personal branding also. They need to be
Yeah.
more active in these days. And like HR, when someone from the HR team, they look out for that person, they look out their digital footprint also. So keep upgrading yourself. So my last question is again more related to the people who just want to enter in this sector, or they are aspiring to build their career in CSR. How like they can balance a passion for social change with the practical need of advancing in a corporate environment, because there are the ask are different in the corporate sector. So what will you advise?
I would say Rome was not built in a day. किसी भी चीज को बनने में थोड़ा समय लगता है. तो सबसे पहले तो आप अपनी एक्सपेक्टेशंस को रियलिस्टिक रखिए, और जिन भी लोगों को आप देख के इंस्पायर होते हैं, या फिर जिन भी कंपनीज को, जिनके काम को देख के आपको यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. सो देयर इज अ वेरी पॉपुलर स्मॉल स्टोरी आई वुड से दैट कि बैम्बू प्लांट जो होता है, जब हम उसको उगाते हैं तो 2-3 साल में कोई उसमें ग्रोथ नहीं होती, और चौथे पांचवें साल में वो एकदम इट बिकम्स 20 फीट. तो कोई भी बैम्बू जो 20 फीट का जो आपको आज दिख रहा होता है, उसके पहले के 3-4 साल में देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ वर्क व्हिच गोज. Be ready to put that work, and always understand the example of pro bono consulting I gave. If you want to be paid for some skills, if you want to be paid for some work, first of all you need to convince those people that you can do that work, and you can do that work better than what others can do. And how you can do that? By offering your services. Marketing में भी तो होता है ना, आपको सैंपल्स दिए जाते हैं फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, so that people use it and they know that okay ये अच्छा है, और उसके बाद में एग्जांपल उसको यूज करके they can pay for it. Same way, just reach out to people LinkedIn, or through LinkedIn or through whatever media you feel, and tell them and share your work, share your work profile, share your work, share your articles, share your point of views, so that they are able to understand what value you are doing. So volunteering, pro bono consulting, internships, and I would again say, re-emphasize on it, please do not have that thing कि पैसे कितने मिल रहे हैं. अगर आपको पैसे चाहिए ज्यादा बाद में, तो शुरू में आपको फ्री में भी काम करना पड़ सकता है. देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन इट. दैट्स हाउ ईच ऑफ अस हैव स्टार्टेड. तो वहां की एक्सपेक्टेशन होना बहुत एक रियलिस्टिक होना जरूरी है. सो स्टार्टिंग विद दीस थ्री थिंग्स, एज आई सेड, प्रो बोनो कंसल्टिंग, इंटर्नशिप्स व्हिच मे बी गवर्नमेंट और प्राइवेट, and then volunteering, and then coming to do something, attending workshops, writing about your experiences, creating your video profile, having an updated and industry oriented CV, keeping your visibility on LinkedIn, and being relevant. That is very important. What you believe, what you say, and what you do, it should be in sync. It should not be that you're talking about corporates but you feel that you're connected to ground research, and then you have a technical qualification of without any offenses of maybe engineering or something. No problem in being an engineer, but I'm just saying that having an alignment. So that sort of alignment is necessary, that there's a sync which will help you strengthen your brand, and which will help you stand into project as a good candidate for job market. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Akshay. Thank you for answering my questions. Also, I think it covered like most of the question what I have received in the chat box also. And thank you for joining today. Also, if you allow, like we can take one or
Yeah.
two questions also. So before like taking the questions, let me tell you that I have shared the Akshay LinkedIn handle in the chat box. Go and follow him so that you will be will be updated about his work, also the way he is doing and how he is taking different steps and impacting communities through CSR network while working with an organization like EY. And if you want to start your career in EY, you can ask Akshay in his personal chats also in future if you want to ask anything. So if anybody want to ask any question, they can raise the hand. So I will allow that person to unmute. So please raise your hand. We will take two to three question only because we already completed our time. So yes, Suchitra, please unmute yourself and ask your question, and you can turn on your camera also if you want.
All right. Hello. Good evening. सो मेरा नाम सुचित्रा है और मैं एंथ्रोपोलॉजी फील्ड से हूँ। पिछले 10 साल का मेरा एक्सपीरियंस, और इस टाइम मैं साइंटिस्ट हूँ पंजाब स्टेट काउंसिल में, चंडीगढ़ में। तो लाइक आई वाज ट्राइंग, लाइक मैं मतलब ऑल्दो एंथ्रोपोलॉजी से हूँ, बट इस समय कुछ क्लाइमेट से रिलेटेड प्रोजेक्ट में काम है हमारा। तो लाइक आई वाज ट्राइंग फॉर यूएनडीपी, यूएनएफसीसी, इन सारी बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए एंथ्रोपोलॉजिस्ट आर द बेस्ट पीपल व्हेन आई सी देयर रिलेवेंट रिक्वायरमेंट्स, सो दे आर कंप्लीटली मैच विद आवर एजुकेशन। बट जब हम अप्लाई करते हैं तो दे स्ट्रेट अवे रिजेक्टेड अस। लाइक आई एम अप्लाइंग फॉर लाइक 1.5 year, मुझे हो गया है। और लाइक एवरी टाइम आई अप्लाई, एवरी टाइम came to me that you are not selected, we have selected some other person, that
Okay.
I have qualified everything, every single thing, मतलब अगर वो
Yeah,
मांग रहे हैं तो I
I
have
guess
one.
understood your question. So, because we have a limited time, so I would like others also to take the call. But I understood your question. Let me answer it. First of all, I would say that that having that belief that I am best or my discipline is best, even I am an anthropologist, but sometimes it is very important to come out of it, because anybody who is working sincerely, and so there is no expertise. You can acquire expertise over a period of time. But I understand where you're coming from, that we are more suitable to, because of a social sector understanding. uh, that is fine. So it also becomes important, because जब भी UNDP या कोई भी organization जब वो देख रहे होते हैं, they're employing for it, they want people having a similar experience of working on a similar kind of a project. तो जैसा कि आपने मुझे बताया, शायद आप एज अ साइंटिस्ट काम कर रहे हैं उसमें, वो so having an experience of an academician and having an experience of a professional corporate are two different things. There is a difference, which does not align most of the time. So therefore, I would say that there's a difference of opinion. We can discuss this much further. I would request you, if you want, we can connect individually through chat channel. So I can understand what you're saying, but yeah, like there's a difference in terms of like their expectation from a professional field and from academic field. So that is a disconnect. We can take the discussion further individually. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Anyone else who?
Yeah, Rohit, you want to ask anything? Please unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. I am audible,
Yeah.
sir?
Yeah. Please ask.
So, sir, my question is very short. सर कि ये जो CSR की स्पेसिफिक रिक्वायरमेंट जो है वो हमारे तरफ पहुंच नहीं पाती है, जबकि इतनी सारी कॉरपोरेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस यानी काम कर रही है CSR सेक्टर में, तभी भी हमारे तरफ में वो स्पेसिफिक रिक्वायरमेंट्स पहुंच नहीं पाती है। मैं बड़े लेवल के पोजीशंस की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन जो छोटे लेवल की पोजीशंस है वो हमारे तरफ पहुंच नहीं पाती है। आई थिंक वो पहले ही सेटल हो जाती है अपने आप में ही है, ऐसा कुछ है, होता है। हाँ, शायद सर, मुझे
आई
ऐसा
थिंक
लगता है।
रोहित, थोड़ा सा मैं डिसएग्री करूंगा, बिकॉज
जी।
ये ऐसा था शायद, लेकिन पहले रहा है ये। अदरवाइज तो आप इवन मनिंदर के प्लेटफॉर्म को देख लीजिए, द काइंड ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज वो हर दिन पोस्ट करते हैं, वो ऑलमोस्ट हर वीक में। देयर आर अदर, महाला है और बाकी लोग भी हैं। तो ये कहना कि हमारे तक पहुंच नहीं पाती है, वो चीज शायद सही नहीं होगी। क्या हम समय पे उन तक पहुंच पाते हैं सही तरीके से, वो अभी हमें देखना पड़ेगा। इसीलिए मैंने वो थोड़ा आपको बोला दैट कि हम क्या स्किल्स कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं, हम क्या एक्सपीरियंस लेके आते हैं, उसको पब्लिकली डिस्प्ले करना, या फिर एक सही प्लेटफॉर्म पे सही मायने में लेके आना, वो भी जरूरी होता है। क्योंकि अगर हम ये बोलते कि हम तक नहीं पहुंच पाती है, तो फिर काफी सारे लोग ऐसे हैं, मैं भी उनमें से एक हूँ, बाकी भी मैं बहुत लोग ऐसे जानता हूँ, कि जिनको जॉब मिला ही है कि उन तक लोग पहुंचे थे, वो शायद नहीं पहुंच पाते, क्योंकि कोई ना कोई उन तक पहुंचा था। और वो तभी हो सकता है कि जब हमारा एक अपडेटेड CV प्रोफाइल, हमारा वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, वो लिंक्डइन जैसे प्लेटफॉर्म पे सही मायने में अपडेटेड हो, आप रीचेबल हो। और जैसा कि मैंने बोला कि आप अपने एक्सपीरियंस को बिल्डअप करने के लिए तैयार हो। एकदम से कोई चीज नहीं बनती है दोबारा, इट टेक्स टाइम, बट इट डेफिनेटली हैपेंस।
Yeah, even if I add to Akshay also, Rohit, I think ये कहना कि वो चीजें हमारे तक नहीं पहुंचती, लास्ट टाइम हमारे सेशन में अक्षय जो है CSR हेड डॉक्टर लाल पाथलैब फाउंडेशन से आए थे, उन्होंने भी कहा था कि उनके पास कैंडिडेट ही नहीं है। सो
हाँ
इट्स वाइस वर्सा कि कैंडिडेट जो है वो वहां तक नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं, या जो है पोजीशन उन तक नहीं पहुंच पाती है, इसमें एक बड़ा गैप है। आई थिंक आप लोगों को थोड़ा एक्टिव रहना पड़ेगा। जैसे अक्सर ने बोला, यू कैन फाउंड द लिस्ट ऑफ लाइक टॉप 50 प्लेटफॉर्म आई हैव कंपाइल्ड ऑन माय प्लेटफॉर्म आल्सो, so you can follow all of them. You have to be little active to know more about
और आज
it.
के इतना तो इजी जितना अभी हो गया
Yes.
है, डेफिनेटली जब भी किसी का जॉब नहीं होता तो जॉब नहीं होने से जॉब मिलने तक का जो टाइम होता है वो बहुत टफ होता है। खुद को मोटिवेटेड रख पाना एक लंबे टाइम के लिए वो भी डिफिकल्ट होता है। लेकिन फिर भी मैं ये कहूँगा कि आज के टाइम में एवरीथिंग इज सो एक्सेसिबल। आपको पता होना चाहिए आपको क्या चाहिए और फिर आप कोशिश कीजिए, आपको मिलेगा।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। सो लाइक अक्षय, we will take only the last question. I will not take much time of you. Ajit want to ask like from the beginning of this session. So Ajit, please go ahead and ask your question.
थैंक यू मनिंदर जी और अक्षय जी। मनिंदर जी, आपका सबसे पहले धन्यवाद कि आपने इतना अच्छा ब्यूटीफुल कॉन्सेप्ट तैयार करके हम लोगों तक इस तरीके की जानकारी पहुंचाने का प्रयास किया। अक्षय जी, मेरा प्रश्न ये है कि मैं लगभग करीब 5 ईयर प्लस मेरे को हो गया है सोशल वर्क सेक्टर में, नॉट इन CSR, बट CSR इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में वर्क किया है। अब क्या होता है कि आपको आपके हुनर को, आपकी काबिलियत को 1 सेकंड, आपका जो प्रीवियस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वो अच्छे से जानता है कि आपके अंदर क्या आप कर सकते हो या आप क्या नहीं कर सकते हो। हम एक रिज्यूमे में कुछ सर्टेन लाइनें लिखते हैं और या हम कुछ एक्टिविटीज थोड़ी बहुत करते रहते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा वास्तव में हम अपने आप को एक्सप्लेन लिंक्डइन या किसी भी सोशल मीडिया पर नहीं कर पाते हैं थ्रू बाय हमारी ऑक्यूपेसी कहीं ना कहीं और हमारे काम में होती है या हमारे और चीजों में होती है, नहीं कर पाते हैं। तो और जो नया ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, अब मैं जहां पर देख रहा हूँ, जब हम लोग थोड़ा सा मिड सीनियर लेवल पर आ जाते हैं तो मतलब मैं तो महसूस कर रहा हूँ तो वहां पर एक सर्टेन उस फील्ड का आपसे एक्सपीरियंस मांगा जाता है, बट आपको पता है कि नहीं यार मैं ये काम कर लूंगा। तो वो एक बड़ा चैलेंजेस आता है कि आप उनको कैसे बताएं कि हाँ आई विल डू दैट। जैसे आपने कहा कि कुछ काम हमको फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट भी करने पड़ते हैं, हम सेल करके आते हैं, हम सैंपल देते हैं, राइट। तो वो वहां की वो गैप भी, हम उस गैप को कैसे फिल आउट करें कि वो हमको कम से कम ये मौका तो दे कि हाँ सब आप अपने आप को प्रूव करिए, प्रूव योर सेल्फ। तो एक ये चैलेंजेस बहुत आता है। एक एक दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये है मेरा कि अ, क्योंकि इसी क्वेश्चन में था कि आप पिछले ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को अपनी या तो ग्रोथ के लिए छोड़ के आए हैं या कुछ और आपके पर्सनल कारण हो सकते हैं, ग्रोथ में मेजर कारण मानता हूँ। दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होते हैं वो आपको मतलब जब उनके अंदर वैकेंसीज निकलती हैं, हम उसको फिल आउट करते हैं, हम फर्स्ट राउंड, सेकंड राउंड, मल्टीपल राउंड्स होते हैं कि आपको उनका असेसमेंट कंप्लीट करना है ना, वीडियोस बना के भेजने हैं। मैंने सब चीजों से फेस किया है, मैंने इसको, तो मैं आपके साथ शेयर कर रहा हूँ। फर्स्ट राउंड, सेकंड राउंड, थर्ड राउंड, फाइनल राउंड, और उसके बाद आप बाहर हो जाते हैं। तो ये तो चलिए ठीक है, एक प्रोसेस हो सकता है कि हाँ बाहर हो जाते हैं। लेकिन कुछ जगह मैं ऐसे ही देखता हूँ कि वो वैकेंसी तो आती है, बट जब आप उसके अंदर अप्लाई करते हैं वो एक बैकएंड से उस वैकेंसी को फिल कर दिया जाता है। तो कई जगह मेरा ऐसा अज्यूम, मतलब ऐसा मेरा अनुभव हुआ है कि हाँ वैकेंसी आपको डिस्प्ले तो हो रही है बट वो है नहीं। थैंक यू।
वैलिड क्वेश्चंस आई वुड से दैट, बट मैं ना दो चीजें यहाँ पे बोलना चाहूंगा। इफ यू वांट टू अचीव समथिंग विच यू डिड नॉट हैव, देन यू हैव टू डू समथिंग विच यू डिड नॉट डू। सिंप्लीफाई करके वो, जैसे कि आपने बोला कि हम जब काम कर रहे होते तो हमारे पास ना टाइम नहीं होता वो सब करने के लिए। तो अगर आपको कुछ एक्सेप्शनल या फिर ओवर द टॉप चाहिए तो उसके लिए फिर हमें एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट्स तो करने ही पड़ते हैं। दैट्स वन। सेकेंडली, जो आपने उसमें वो बोला कि हम कई बार सारे प्रोसेस के स्टेप्स पूरे करते हैं लेकिन हमें आखिर में, और वो सबके साथ होता है, ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई भी, इट्स अ नॉर्मल। I would say that ki, look to the another side. It's a very easy, and not all everyone will respond to it, but there is a way of doing it. So whenever it happens that ki you have not cleared, आपने कोई interview नहीं clear किया, you can draft a very polite email to the individual and asking that कि what is the feedback or something what happened. Not necessarily कि वो respond करेंगे या आपको बताएंगे या उन्हें let me just please complete, वो ऐसा नहीं होगा वो। लेकिन फिर आप खुद का भी सेल्फ इंट्रोस्पेक्शन कर सकते हैं, विच इज नॉट डिफिकल्ट। मैंने कई बार कल्चर में ऑर्गेनाइज किया, यहाँ पे मुझे लगता है कि आई वाज द, हर किसी को अपने आप को बेस्ट समझना भी चाहिए, बट इन अ रियलिस्टिक, इन अ रेशनल मैनर। और नहीं तो आपको जो कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं होगा कि आप वो चीज बोल पाए करने के लिए। बट इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट सबसे ज्यादा ये होता है कि आप उस चीज को एनालाइज खुद भी कर सकते हैं कि कहाँ आप उसमें स्टैंड कर रहे थे, एंड डोंट गेट डिसहार्टेंड टू इट। जरूर हाँ, ऐसा होता है कि पीछे से बैकडोर एंट्रीज भी होती हैं, सब कुछ उस पर वो होता है, बट आई वुड से दैट कि अगेन वहां पे ये वाली जो प्रश्न कि हमें वो बता तो पाए कि हमारे पास एक्सपीरियंस है। वहीं पर सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कि जो आपने काम किया है उसके बारे में लिखना, उसके बारे में पोस्ट करना सोशल मीडिया में इन अ रैशनल मैनर, सो दैट इफ आई डू नॉट नो यू, हाउ विल आई गेट टू नो यू, जब आपका सोशल ऑल ऑफ सडन मेरे प्रोफाइल पे वो हाईलाइट कर रहा है। आजकल तो जो भी बोलते हैं ना कि वो वायरल हो गए, तो लिंक्डइन में भी वायरल होते हैं लोग, लेकिन वो वही है कि आपकी एल्गोरिथम आपको वायरल होने में तभी सपोर्ट करती है जब आप एक कंसिस्टेंट तरीके से कुछ टाइम तक लगातार पोस्ट करते रहते हैं। तो दीज आर स्मॉल स्टेप्स, एंड अदरवाइज इन इट कि अगर थोड़ा फिलोसफिकल वे में भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ, बिकॉज आई बिलीव इन इट, वट इज मेंट फॉर यू, यू विल रीच देयर, कंटिन्यू विद योर गुड एफर्ट्स, सो इट विल हैपन। जस्ट डू नॉट हैव अ प्री कंसीव नोशन दैट कि ये तो नहीं होगा या ये तो ऐसे ही होता है, वो ठीक है ऐसे होता ही होगा, तो व्हाई नॉट टू टेक अ चांस, यू डू नॉट हैव एनीथिंग टू लूज, राइट? So be rational, be realistic, and try to add value in a little more innovative manner rather than being stereotypical. जिसमें कि again मैं बार बार emphasize कर रहा हूँ कि post about your work, post about your skill, see that what is the current market trend. अगर मैं एक पोस्ट पे अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ, 10 लोग उसी वाले पोस्ट में हैं, उनके प्रोफाइल को स्क्रीन करके देखिए कि इसने क्या ऐसा लिखा हुआ है, इसके सीवी में क्या ऐसा है, इसके लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल में क्या ऐसा है, और मैं अपना सीवी, अपना लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल कैसे अपडेट कर सकता हूँ कि अगर उसको अप्रोच कर रहा है या इसको मिला है तो मुझे कैसे मिल सकता है। तो इट्स अ लॉट ऑफ जिसे बोलते हैं ग्राउंड वर्क, इट्स अ लॉट ऑफ इंटरनल चर्निंग आउट, बट आई बिलीव, बिकॉज मैं इसलिए इतने कॉन्फिडेंस से बोल पा रहा हूँ कि मैंने खुद से की हैं ये चीजें और इट हैज वर्कड आउट। So I would like to believe that it will work for anybody like who sincerely pursue it. So yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
thank you,
right.
Akshay. And I think you
Yeah.
have answered like many common queries also with your answer, that people need to work more on themselves instead of like blaming to the company, to the HR, that they are not reverting. Like people usually they don't do the follow up. They never they avoid or they hesitate. I will say that in positive, more positive, like they hesitate to do the follow up, but it's necessary in today's time. Looking,
But has to be open for the criticism and constructive
yes,
feedback both. हो
yes,
सकता है कोई आपको आगे बोले कि नहीं आप बिल्कुल फिट नहीं करते क्योंकि आपके अंदर ये स्किल नहीं है, तो हमें वो बुरा भी नहीं मानना है वहां पे, वो हो सकता है
yes,
क्योंकि शायद उसने बिल्कुल सच बोला है वो,
yeah.
तो और उसके ऊपर वर्किंग आउट इज समथिंग। सो अगेन आई एम सेइंग बी रियलिस्टिक, बी ग्राउंडेड, एंड बी रेडी टू वर्क, दैट्स व्हाट आई
Thank
विल
you. Thank you, Akshay. I will not take like there are unlimited questions are there.
So I
So
would say to anybody who has any questions, I will be more than happy to connect with you. Like you can reach out to me LinkedIn. My number is there. My email ID is there. Because I feel the kind of support I have got from the fraternity, it is my responsibility to give back, and I'm more than happy to do it. And good luck, Malinda, for this amazing platform. As we have already discussed, looking forward to that it grows and we connect again. So keep
yeah,
inviting me. I will be more than happy to come.
yeah, sure, Akshay. Like next
Yes.
time, I will invite you like for a
Sure.
full time, for a full podcast on your experience,
Would
or
be more than happy. Sure.
like more. We will discuss more about the CSR and the future
Yeah.
of the CSR also. Thank you so much, Akshay, for joining today. Like I will
Thank
be
you, everyone.
here.
Thank you, Malinda.
Yeah, I will be here. Like I will stay here. So you can leave if
Sure.
you like. You can
Sure, sure, sure.
you can
Definitely.
leave, and I will try to answer
Thank
the
you,
rest of
everyone.
the.
You can connect with me. All the best.
Yes,
All.
yes. Thank you, Akshay. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. So, quickly, Priyanka, if you want to ask anything, Amol, Sambi, one by one, we can go, and I will try to answer your query if you have anything. I'm here, and those who are leaving, please leave a testimony after the session. Yes, Sambi, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Mahinder. So thank you for letting me ask the question. And so my question is very basic. Actually, I am 3 years into this organization, and as my profession, I have done bachelor's in business administration with HR, and post which I did law. While doing law, I came across social sector because I was interning in a lot of places, and volunteering is something that I really, got interest into, which is why I ended up in this profession, and I love it. However, uh, like I was part of this call right now, this webinar right now, and I understood that networking plays a very good role. If you stay around like-minded people, it will really help you understand how you can go ahead as well. Uh, in this situation where I am 3 years into this sector, working in an organization, I've worked with a lot of organizations right now. If I want to switch to a corporate and work in their company as a CSR person, how, like, what should I do more, or how should that transition work?
Yeah,
is my
sure,
question.
Sami, and like through this question, I will try to answer other questions also.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to understand the nature of CSR.
Hmm.
So CSR is not that thing what we have seen in 2016, 17, or 18. Now it's more structured. Like if you see any hiring or any person who is hired by a particular corporate, just go through their profile. They are
Hmm.
highly professional people. They have very good command on their particular theme also. For example, if they are an environment
Environment, yeah.
educationist or an health or they are coming from the health background.
Yeah.
So because this sector is demanding now more professional people, so it's not about like earlier what was happening, that earlier the HR particularly are not that much structured. Like they used to hire people from the MSW background only, or people who have done the rural management. Now it's more
Hmm.
specific. So
Hmm.
if you want to transit, first of all, you have to list out the company which are working on the skills or on the area where you want to work. So you have to understand the nature of the corporate also, that how they are working on and why they choose that particular domain, because it's related to their business also. It's not I will say that it's not for profit at all, because they are try to get some business through their social initiative also, because
Absolutely.
they used to invite uh, their clients to their site visits also. So it's not a one-sided thing right now. So
Hmm.
first of all, you need to have an like you need to have a very well command on the CSR law, because there are too many compliances right now which are asked by the ministry, and those are very specific. And if anything is missed, the direct implication will be on the senior leadership. Like ministry is not going to touch any ground level employee of that particular company. They are
Hmm.
directly fining, like they will put fine on the trustees directly, or the senior leadership. So now it's more specific. You have to be well prepared. Like if I take example of my own personal experience, like I am in this sector last from 1 decade, but I am in the CSR sector. But my core skill is education, and I am continuously like working on that skill, and I'm carrying that skill along with other skill, for example, like budgeting, team management, and there's a long list of skill which you
Hmm.
need to have to enter in the sector. So first of all, like go for an CSR course, so that it will be an added advantage on your CV, that you know that law very well. And please specify your core skill, stay with that, update yourself with the current policy changes, whatever you have seen. If you found any course, go for that also. As Akshay was also mentioning, it's good to upgrade yourself there. And try to list down the CSR company which are working on the domain which you are focusing. So that's how it will be easy for you to like transit in this sector. Otherwise you will face continuous rejection, and it's not for you, it's for everyone who are right now in this call. And people are facing this, that they reach out to me, they say that CSR companies are not like reacting or they are not responding to their candidature, because
Hmm.
they are unable to find those particular skills which they need. So now so you have to understand the CSR nature very well before like heading towards it. And the networking also, as Ajit was also saying, and many people you have that assumption that most of these openings are filled from backgrounds. Not background, I will say, let me clarify this thing also for everyone. There is an internal referral system which are available everywhere right now, and it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, because it is saving time of HR also, and these internal referrals provide financial benefit to the current employees also, if someone is hired through their referrals. So that's why Akshay was continuously saying that you have to be in this sector, and you have to focus on networking. Otherwise, like it is one of the reason. It's not like everywhere it is implemented. There are many big organizations where there is no internal referral at all. For example, in my past, I have worked with HL Foundation, and it's a very process-oriented organization. So if you are going through process, you will be selected. Otherwise, like there is no internal referral, nothing is working in that kind of organization. So you have to be very well organized. Your CV need to be up to date. Like people are still using the 1990s era kind of format for the CVs. You have to upgrade your CV as per the ATS. Right now, the application tracking system is there. This software is doing the first level screening for the candidates. And if your CV is not as per the format of ATS, that will be rejected automatically, whether you are a good fit for that company or not. So you have to ensure each and every small step if you want to transit in this particular sector, and you have to closely follow up those particular organization where you want to work. Just see that what kind of people they are hiring. Go through their LinkedIn pages, as Akshay was also mentioning. Just see that what kind of skill actually they are having, and why they hired them. So you have to ensure each and every small loophole, so that it will give advantage to your candidature. I hope, Samvi, I am able to answer
Yes.
your question.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Amol, quickly, yeah, please go ahead. Amol Gaikwad. Yes.
Hello, Mahendra ji.
Yes.
First of all, I would like to say thank you for arranging this webinar, and thank you for arranging this wonderful person, Akshay Mishra, for us, for our guidance. Akshay, as Akshay sir has mentioned, that you need to be very approachable while the co-founders and CEOs of any CSR companies get connected with us via any social network. So, wanted to ask can you give us some ideas or something tips how you need to be approachable while meeting with them? Because, reporting to CEOs, directors is a different part, but meeting with someone who's totally unknown to us and introducing ourselves. So, just wanted to ask what are the tips do I need to, or do we need to follow when we are into that situation, being approachable? So
Yeah. So, Amol, like there are very small steps, as Akshay was also mentioning. I will repeat only those things that first of all, you need to attend any in-person or virtual which are happening in the area of CSR. Either it's paid or not paid, as per your condition. You can opt those kind of gathering. For example, NGO boxes organizing such kind of CSR meet annually. Even if you see the HL Foundation, always they invite, they are doing a symposium at Pan India location. So you have to attend that kind of in-person or virtual kind of gathering, and you have to interact, and you have to ask your queries during these kind of session, so that it will be easy for you to make yourself more approachable. Because if something is very good, and you ask out of box kind of question during these meet, your candidature which will always be in their mind. So that is one thing. Second, like interact with them on LinkedIn. When they are sharing something, share your thought. If you have any disagreement or agreement with the kind of work which what they are sharing, so interact with them. I'm not saying that directly you have to connect with them, or sending an direct message that I want to connect. So third thing, what Akshay was also mentioning, write on LinkedIn about yourself, about your work, so that if like any person within your network is going through your post, they know that who is Amol, how he is doing, what impact he is creating, so that if they need any candidate, like most I have came across many example where CSR foundation heads or even like the senior leadership or HR reach out directly to those persons who are very active on LinkedIn, who are sharing their thoughts, creating impact, and telling world that what actually they are doing. So that's how like you can make yourself more approachable. What like these are my personal views, and these things I have taken like last from 1 year when I started building Job Shop Nest. So I used to practice all those things. Still, like I used to attend in person or a virtual meets, so that I will be more approachable to them, and they know that who am I and what I am doing. So that's how like you can make yourself more approachable, Amol.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mahendra.
Yeah, Amol, so now, Vani, you want to ask anything, or Mohit, you want to ask? Please go ahead.
Hello,
Yes.
Maninder. Thank you
Yeah.
for this wonderful opportunity. So I have one query is that which is the key skills required to sustain and to gain some growth in this particular sector? And another thing is, what is the best way to find out the best suitable jobs for us?
So, Amol, like there is no best thing to do in this sector. You have to simply upgrade yourself. Do whatever courses you came across. For example, like if you are very good in Excel, you have to go for the Power BI, because now this sector is demanding more like upgradation from the candidates. So go for the Power BI kind of course. That's how like CSR started in 2014. At that time, CSR was very different. Now after COVID, there are lots of changes, and there are so many things that are changed. You have to be well updated, so that you will be one of the best person in this sector. And like kind of skills, whatever skills you think that you need to have, or your work is demanding. For example, if you are in this sector last from 5 years, people will see you as an more multi-skilled person. It's not about that if you are good in academics, you will be good in academics. So if you're growing in your organization, if you are managing so many things, you are acting like a manager. So manager kind of role demand different kind of skills. It's a multi-skill program where you have to like lead a team. So you need to know how to do a team management. Go for that kind of course. You need to do budget management, so go for an management kind of course. You need to do stakeholder management. Go and learn how stakeholder. It will demand that you need to write reports. So you have to you need, and not reports only. You have to be very good in data also, because you have to manage so many things. You are going to handle lots of things all together. So you have to be very well in each and every skill, whatever is demanded by your particular department or domain. So upgrade yourself, learn whatever you came across, or whatever you think is going to be more beneficial, particularly in your sector, and particularly to CSR. First thing which will be an added advantage, that will be this know about the CSR law very well. Go for courses. There are so many courses. I have shared a list of top 10 courses only, and if you find on Google, there are a long list of CSR courses. So keep upgrading. It's not about that one time if you have done CSR course, that's all. You have to keep upgrading yourself. You must know that in this current budget, our finance minister has introduced a new thing, that is the internship, which will be done through the CSR fund. So there will be an amendment in the CSR. So you need to aware about that. So that's how like you have to upgrade yourself continuously in the sector. Yes, Mohit, you want to ask anything? Please go ahead.
Maninder ji, thank
Yeah.
you so much for conducting this session. You shared the courses regarding the CSR, right? Can you share it again?
Yeah, please.
Because
You can. I will do that, and you will find this on my LinkedIn also. I have highlighted on the top of my profile. If you saw, you will find the list of these courses. I will share again, so that it will be easy for you to locate. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I have shared. And after this call, there will be there will be a part, and you will get a notification. Please leave your testimony and share your feedback about the session, what you like or what you dislike, so that it will be easy for me to improve myself for the next session. So if there is no question, then I would like to end this session, because we already had more than 30 minutes now. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, and stay connected with me on LinkedIn. If you have any query, anything in future, also feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. I am easily accessible there. I will be more than happy to answer your queries. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much.